Marketing Society. Uh, the press conference is basically called for informing to the general public through you that we are completing 20 years of our services in Hyderabad city. We have provided more than 60,000 limbs so far from this center in Hyderabad city. And Jaipur Foot as such is going to complete 50 years of its existence and supported more than 2.3 million people so far worldwide from 33 of its branches in India and 8 branches across the country. Let me first of all introduce to you my team. Shri P.C. Parak is the patron of Hyderabad Center. We have Shri Lakshmi Nivaji Sharma, who is the president of Hyderabad Center. We have Srimati Farida Hussain. She is vice president of the Hyderabad Center. With these few words, I welcome you all, and of course, the press note is already being given to you and circulated to you. And for the benefit of all of you, we will first showcase a film, a short film, which is approximately 6 minutes. This is basically story of making a limb, how a limb is made, and then we will talk about the organization in more detail. Then we will leave time for question answers, which can be addressed by us, which will be followed by lunch. We request you all to please stay with us until the whole program is completed.
Morning, everybody. Most of you must have heard about Jaipur Food, must have seen how it is made only today. Jaipur Food is a story of how two individuals selflessly working to change lives of millions of people around the world. The name Jaipur Food comes from the city of Jaipur, where conceived and fabricated, and two persons are one, a simple artisan, Master G, who thought of this idea of making an artificial limb out of rubber. And a very senior retired civil servant, Mr. D.R. Mehta, who created an institution called Bhagwan Mahavir Vikram Sahayata Samiti, with the philosophy that this technology should not be patented, but should be used for giving free supply of artificial limbs to whoever needs, irrespective of his financial resources. You have seen now how the food is made, what effort is involved in it, and over a period of last 50 years since this food was initially discovered, lot of technological changes have taken place. Number of very highly rated institutions have collaborated to make this food more and more comfortable for the patients. Institutions like Stanford University, ISRO in India, IITs in India, all these institutions have joined together to make this food more and more comfortable by changing the constitution of materials which go into it, and also technology in terms of what kind of sockets, what kind of instrument equipment should be put into it. We have been serving entire country and also rest of the world through this free service. We have now 33 branches all over the country. Hyderabad branch is about the fourth largest branch in India. We have done about 60,000 cases so far, and at our center we get almost 10 to 12 patients every day. Apart from these patients who come to the center, we also do camps. We have done several, almost every district of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. We have done camps in the last 20 years. We are completing 20 years this year, and we are celebrating it on 6th of January by showcasing people who have been physically challenged, but that has not stopped them from achieving the greatest heights they can achieve in their life. Now, to give only one example is Mr. Magar, who lost both his limbs, both legs, and through these artificial limbs, he has scaled Everest. So now, this is to show that physical challenge does not need to stop you from achieving what you want to achieve. So apart from Mr. Magar, we have 6 different individuals who have made great achievements in their respective field, who will be honored during this showing on the 6th of January. Mr. Sudha Chandran, the answer is there. Mr. Vivek Agnihotri, who is a motivational speaker, and we have IAS officer
Suraj Tiwari.
Suraj Tiwari, who has, in spite of his physical challenge, he has got into civil service and joined IAS. And we have one of our own students,
Suraj.
Suraj is
Painter.
painter, and we have one of our own student whose studies we financed through IITs, and then he did his post graduation in US, and today he's working with Google, earning almost 2 crores of rupees every year, and he has been supporting the students whom we are now supporting by way of education. So this is the program on 6th of January. We will have Mr. Kumar Vishwas to entertain, and the idea is that people should be inspired with these kind of people so that they don't think that physical challenge is a limitation on what they want to do. I would also like to acknowledge the Mr. Perfect Relations Media advisors who have organized this morning conference, Mr. Chandra and Ms. Prashanti. Thank you very much for organizing this meet today. We want you to convey this message to entire city of Hyderabad so that large number of people come and attend the program and also get inspired by what we have been doing. Thank you.
Any beneficiary, it is all given free of cost. This does not mean that it comes free. For the beneficiary, of course, it is free, but somebody is paying for it. So this is a very cost-effective foot because a foot which is available from Jaipur foot on an international scale of the currency at about $60 to $70, and a similar kind of foot all across the world on commercial terms will be nothing less than $10,000. So we are basically not collecting even a single paisa for the appliances what we are providing to them. It is not just for the first time, but any number of times the patient comes because this foot lasts about 5 to 6 years very easily into a regular gentleman, or in a growing age, it might be requiring to replace every 6 months' time because the child, if is growing, then the height increases. So, and nothing comes as prefabricated. Everything comes to us only as raw material. Our raw material is basically POP, HDP pipes, some of the leather belts, and small accessories. So, with which we take measurement here at the center at Hyderabad Center. After the measurement is taken, a fabrication is done. Post the fabrication, the fitment is done on the patient, and post the fitment, the patient is given a gait training because unless we are satisfied and the patient is satisfied, we don't allow the patient to even leave our center unless both of us are satisfied. So this is the whole process of making this foot. This for doing all these jobs, we don't require basically medical practitioners. We require qualified prosthetic engineers, and we have one engineer and 4 qualified technicians at Hyderabad Center. And on a day-to-day basis, if we have to treat about 10 to 12 people, if a patient is coming in the morning at about 10 o'clock or 10:30, we discharge the patient by 2 o'clock after footing the foot, after giving him a proper training to walk. And besides the Jaipur foot, we also provide artificial limbs and calipers for the people who are affected by polio. Then we also help patients who are suffering with cerebral palsy with wheelchairs, and School students who are affected with polio, those who cannot walk, we provide them with tricycles, which are hand-pedaled tricycles. We also provide the walkers and the sticks and those kind of all appliances which are required for mobility. Besides this, we also provide hands, which are kits. Basically, we have to buy the hand kit from Alimco or from any other source, and then we fabricate the whole hand. We have seen in our experience that if it is below elbow, the hand works out perfectly all right. A person can do any kind of job, which includes driving, which includes eating by himself, which includes lifting a weight up to 10 kgs of suitcase. So he is able to do all his work as a normal hand, and the hand looks like a very, very natural hand. The skin color, it gives a very, very clear skin color hand. And uh, our foot, which is given by us, is an ISI, and it's a registered trademark of Jaipur foot. The foot cannot be copied by anybody. It looks like very, very natural foot. It is slightly flexible at the toe level, so that when a person is walking, he does not feel. And every time when we provide a foot, we also provide them with proper shoes or sandals so that they are covered and they are not visible. And once if when this foot is covered by a shoe or a sandal, one cannot even make out that a person who is walking on Jaipur foot, whether it is a natural foot or a Jaipur foot in most cases. In some very odd cases, like if it is above knee, then probably he might limp little bit, but then he is able to discharge all his duties what is required. At Jaipur and also at Hyderabad branch, we try to rehabilitate people who come to us by providing them skill development program. In most cases, we employ them ourselves. In fact, if I talk some figures, at Jaipur, 50% of our technicians are handicapped. Either they don't have a leg or they don't have a hand, and they still work because then we rehabilitate them and then pay them right salary what they deserve. At Hyderabad, we also help people to educate those who are young children, those who are bright students, and they are unable to put up their fees. We pay them their fees so that they become their future becomes much brighter. As Mr. Parekh just now mentioned, we have one such case, which is Naganaresh. He lost both his limbs in an accident near Vijayawada. He stood fourth rank into an IIT entrance examination at Chennai. We paid all his charges for his studies, and today he is employed with Google, and he funds back to us for educating who are handicapped children. We have presently about 6 to 7 children who are studying through the help of Bhagwan Mahavir Viklang Sahayata Samiti. I have one such case right now here with me in the audience, so I'll be introducing her to you. In addition to all these things, we try to make the life a little more simple and easy, and we try to make people earn their livelihood and plus support their family. We have another example who is sitting amongst our audience is Tukaram lost both his lower limbs right up to the hip joint almost like 20 years ago or maybe 25 years ago, and he was amongst the one of those early patients who came to us in 2004 at our center to take both his limbs. And later on, we found that he is very good at stitching. So we supported him initially with a sewing machine, upgraded it to an automatic machine. Now we have upgraded this to an electronic machine. Then we also make sure that his mobility is better. So we asked him to first get a license that he wanted to drive a scooter. So we asked him to first produce a license to us. And once when he was along with his license, we provided him with a scooty which is with four tire, and he is able to drive. He makes almost 30,000 to 40,000 rupees livelihood for himself and for his family. We have many more such cases, but because of paucity of the space and the constraint of time, we have just got two such examples here. And most people they live outside Hyderabad, those who are supported by us. Jaipur Fort has been very popular as far as Hyderabad city is concerned. The purpose of this particular program is, of course, to celebrate the unstoppable, that is, the challenging with the handicapped people, those who are coming here to whom we are honoring. We require funds on a regular basis because every day when we have 15 to 16 patients, we require about a lakh of rupee per day, which is our cost. So that is why we are also having a fundraising program along with this on the 6th of January. We are not making sale of any ticket. most of the money what is coming to us is coming as sponsors, and they are sponsoring the program, or they are making a large donations, so that for the next 2 3 years we don't have to look out for any support from the from the public. We held an earlier program in 2019 where Sudha Chandran, who is our role model, she came and performed along with 40 other handicapped children at Hyderabad. That was our last fundraising program. And now that there was a need of the hour, so that is why this is the fundraising on 6th of January. And in case if you require any more information about the organization, or our organization is registered under CSR. We have FCRA registration. We have income tax exemption under ATG, and all our accounts are very clean and transparent. And of course, needless to say that these are all merged with our head office account, because we are only a branch at Hyderabad. Like us, there are 33 branches within the country, and there are 8 associate branches which are outside the country, which include 2 in Pakistan also. There is one at Karachi, there is one at Islamabad. If you have any questions, all of us are here to readily give you the answer. And of course, I have my other teammates who are also here. I request Shailendra Singhvi, our treasurer, to kindly just raise up. Then Veena Jain, who is also here. It was Veena Jain's parents who initially committed to fund the organization here at Hyderabad. They made initial commitment, okay, whatever is required at Hyderabad, we will put the money, because we have to raise our own resources to make the organization run here. Yeah, if you have any questions, we are all available here to answer your questions. We'll be finishing her MBA. She has, of course, approached the Chief Minister, our Sri A. Revanth Reddy Garu, for giving her a job into the government service, and he has assured that he is going to look into the. So he rides on a Honda Activa with 4 wheels. He takes care of his family. He is a good tailor for his family to sustain. He has been wearing the Jaipur fort for last ever since the center was open in 2004. Also, he came to us. He keeps on replacing it maybe once in 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, as and when it is required. And we have many more such cases. We might probably, when you come on the 6th of January, you will find hundreds of unstoppables like them who are going to be amongst the audience on that day. We are going to have a specific dress for them. There will be a T-shirt which reads the Unstoppable, and all those unstoppables are none other than those handicapped children who have been benefited by Bhagwan Mahavir Viklang Sahayata Samiti.
So just one clarification. Does it also help people who lose their limbs above the knee?
Yes, we do. Right up to the hip joint. In case if we are not able to treat some patient who are with hip joint, we take help from our head office. We send the patient at our cost to Jaipur. They are treated at Jaipur. We will be having some cases who have been treated from South India. That is, there is a boy from Raichur, there is a boy from Kamareddy who does not have by birth both upper limbs and both lower limbs. That means all 4 limbs are not there. And this boy who comes from Gangapur or Ganga something which is very close to Raichur, uh, Gangavati. This boy is coming from Gangavati. He is now able to ride a bicycle. He goes to school. He goes to the playground along with other children, like any other child plays on the playground. He goes on the playground. He's on the slide. He does not have all the 4 limbs, and he's going to be here on the 6th of January. And so is the case with another boy from Kamareddy, Sangareddy, sorry. He is going to be here, and he's a painter. He paints with mouth. In fact, he has painted for Nagarjuna, and Nagarjuna presented him with a check of 50,000 rupees on the spot when he painted Nagarjuna's picture. So we are going to have 100 and more such unstoppables who are there going to be on 6th of January at the program, because this program is for them, by them, and of them. So, and this is all, we can't have all of them on the stage, but 6 unstoppables are going to be on the stage, and rest are going to be in the audience. Probably everyone can meet any one of the unstoppable there. We have given the theme of unstoppable because with all the challenges of handicap, their life has not stopped. So that is why we call them as unstoppable. Is at the center taking care of the patients who are there right now. Knee amputation. Probably, I think that's just because it is 4 days old, because this limb was fitted only on last Sunday at a camp at Kachi Bhavan. So today he has come, and you can probably see the limb which is
What
made.
was the reason for him? I'm just asking.
आपका पैर क्यों एम्प्यूट किया हुआ?
वो शुगर से गैंग्रीन हो गई।
I'll tell you many such cases. What we get, half of them or maybe even more are because of gangrene, that is sugar. Some are accident. Some are by electric short circuit. So these are the main causes of amputation. And we generally require 12 to 16 weeks after the amputation is done, because it has to heal. There should be no swelling on the stem. This is our precondition. And if it is there, then we always try to give a date. Okay, come on so and so date, so that we again verify you and then give you a limb.
On them. And many people ring me up to ask, can we marry a person without leg or something, which is very trivial and very, they will not ask such questions about men, but they definitely ask such questions about women. So probably in our counseling and all that in future, we'll keep that in mind so that the women especially feel more comfortable with the new food and other things. So I just wanted to point out this gender aspect of it. Thank you.
Rather, I can say that this particular unit, which has been set up in Hyderabad about 20 years back, as it stated that we have treated more than 75,000 patients so far. Apart from the whatever they have mentioned about having camps all over the Andhra and Telangana, we also had camp at Chennai twice. We had at Pondicherry. We had camp at Maharashtra. We had camp at Karnataka. So wherever the things have come, our technicians have gone there and treated the people. Anyway, job assigned to me that I should propose a vote of thanks to you. From bottom of my heart, I thank all of you who have shown the interest in this particular type of activity which we are carrying on. And through you, I am confident that it will reach to many people, those who need this particular service. Yet, as it has been stated, few lakhs of people are there who need this. And we have come up earlier, the people were going from here to Jaipur. Now the center has come about 20 years back to Hyderabad. So we are serving most of the people there. And with your adequate publicity, that more and more people will get benefit of this. And also many of the other people who want to join with this particular movement, they will join us with your publicity that it is a cause for the human being. I once again thank you, all of you, for participating in this press conference and request you for your adequate coverage. Thank you very much.